What's up, everybody? How good of you to join. Just right on time you managed to jump in to see the arrival of our 4 ship of the lines that are now in, well, the New World as well. So we do have a nice mighty fleet with a couple of them. I think 8 ship of the lines. Oh, this is going to be great because with those ships we're going to annoy the enemy now well, a few times. Let's take the remaining 2 that we have there in unit. The frigate I'm going to leave. The defense should be fine. What I want to do is I want to disrupt a few of my enemy islands. So this one here, for example. I want to conquer them, but not to colonize them, but rather just to disrupt the productions that the enemies have on these islands. What I can see is, on this island, for example, there's barely any defense, really. That's Miss Hunt's island. This one, the same. And disrupting Miss Hunt's schemes is my major target. She's got a bigger fleet stationed here, also reinforcing that. This makes, yeah, this is a bit worrying though. She has lots of ships on her own. Let's send my ship or my fleet over there for now to gather them, and we'll just see what happens. What else? We have enough bricks now for the last cannon tower that I wanted to build here in Guarda. So Guarda now has a very nice looking fortified harbor area that, well, I probably don't have to worry about anymore for quite some time. The same goes with that. But of course, since everyone has the ship of the lines, the race to the battleships has started, or the battle cruisers. And for the battle cruisers, we need to continue with our production. And one of that production would be the oil. Now oil, as we can see, reinforced concrete is coming in now. We need the oil in the New World. And for that we do need 10 for the oil refinery and another 15 for the oil harbor. And let's just see how the fields are distributed. I would like to go with unit actually, because we have 13 fields here. A bit scattered perhaps, so that we have lots of it. This is looking really good over there, so that we can really have lots of oil. And barely this way, this is fine, but we will not be able to take this field down there. It doesn't matter, it's one field really. And then I would take those 4 fields there, that's fine. So there at least we have then 6 beautiful oil fields that we can use. And that requires, oh, in the New World it's cheaper actually. The oil harbor costs me only bricks and timber, we have that. So the only thing we really need is a bit reinforced concrete, a few windows, and that's it, right? And then we can actually go with the oil in the New World right away. Might be good to just go with it on the other island, Aguada, then as well. The only thing we need for that really is, well, the oil tanker. Now how do we get the oil tanker? We could purchase it from Archie if he ever has it available. If he ever has it. The other way is that we do need to take a bit of oil that we have here in Grimmen and get the steam shipyard working, right? The steam shipyard unfortunately takes electricity. And now we cannot get electricity without oil, and since we cannot have any oil from the New World for now because we lack the oil tanker, we need to work with a bit of oil that we have here in Grimmen. And the 3 oil springs that we have here are fine for that, even though it's not going to look pretty or anything like that. This is that. Can we take all of them? Unfortunately we can't. It's really, really bad. So this is very bad placement overall of these oil springs. I can have one in this area, like so. And then we're probably going to push the train. I'm probably going to turn it around. It's really just for jump starting the oil production. It's for nothing else really. We are going to get rid of that again at some point once we have the oil from the New World coming in. For now I have to work like that, right? And from the oil refinery, it needs to get to a small oil harbor. Now where should we place that? I would like to have my oil harbor here. Oh, they're attacking there once again. This time I can send my fleet though. Let's get in there. She's trying it again. With 4 ship of lines this time. I think we already managed to take a few ships down there. And my ships will not be on time, I think. Let's break formation so they can hurry up. Unfortunately, it's once again against the wind. So in order to jumpstart my oil, we need to do something like that. I will probably, what I'm going to do here is, since the oil harbor has to stay in the main harbor, I think, because there we also have then the... Oh, we have it on the other side. It's so tricky, it's tricky. We need electricity in the city at some point anyway, so having the oil harbor over there is good for getting it to the industry then, which needs the majority of the oil, and then one line going through that major road there to the harbor itself. Or we have the steam shipyard here. Yeah. There's no defense here, unfortunately, for now. Something like that we need to think about. Okay, they are backing off. Where's my fleet? We might still try to crush them. This one there, at least. They might have been able to take it, to be honest. We are definitely going to take this one down, though. That's looking so good here. There's no one attacking for now, so we should be safe. Yeah, she's trying to get into safety of the harbor, and she's rebuilding some cannons. So there's another cannon appearing now. We now have the option. Do we want to attack the... they might take... Yeah, very good. We have taken down the ship there at the very last minute. Let's move them away there again a bit.
I'd almost believe you weren't a
We might still have a go at this one. And at this one. In fact, let's go for this one first, because it has the weaker defense. Just to annoy her. And take down some of her productions.
Fleet embarking.
Well, there's still no fleet advancing anywhere. Let's mix up the new world there a bit. Because it's what we can. And the Admiral has weak defense on his main island. We might do some revenge there. Revenge business. And she lost a few ships. So she's not really strong right now. Let's use this moment. And get the fleet over there. Now, of course, we shouldn't forget the old world, because there might still be a fleet advancing. You know, at this point, I always thought, okay, it's not looking that strong for her now. But then all of a sudden, there's 5 ships appearing out of the fogs. So you never know what's happening there. We can build another ship of the line. In fact, we can build 2 ship of the lines. Let's build both of them. For more, we have enough influence, so that's still looking fine too. And these plagues everywhere. Already mobilized the hospital. We will need to build another hospital somewhere in this area. But for now, let's go with the oil, because that's actually something I wanted to do. And for that, we do need the oil harbor once again. So the oil harbor, we're probably going to have...
Ship under attack.
Yeah, somewhere here. Right. And for defense purposes... it's the defense that's worrying me the most. There's not a lot of defense there. Okay, for now we take this one. And she's not sending in any ships, right?
You will not spoil my plans.
Why is this one taking so much damage? There's only a gun here and the harbor building there. We're losing that one, I think. Godspeed. Oh, we take it down quickly. Quick enough. Very good. We have taken it. Let's conquer the island. Take down some of her ships. Haha, that is feeling good. Perfect. We might keep Godspeed. Let's see. Godspeed needs to go some places. Godspeed needs to get some repair. And we're sending it down there. I think it should be fine on its own. Nope. There's actually some help coming, but it's a bit too late. Ah, okay, there we lost Godspeed. Has a nice item on board that we should still get. And she's losing 2 ships there. Was it worth it? That's the question. For her, not for us. We should definitely not let that epic item there sink. Very good. Some pocket watches, we don't need that. Rather small stuff. And those ships that we have. Oh, we might do some cleaning. But she's rebuilding defenses. This is looking horrible there. That's not going to be possible for us. And this is also getting stronger. But we might still take down some ships of hers. Now in... Oh, we have the next newspaper edition. It's the usual stuff. Minus 20 consumption, plus 15 money, and a bit of happiness. That stays there. Everything as usual. We have a nice amount of money right now. And then we can build the trains. For a bit of oil that we need for our first but we really just need it for the steam shipyard. And I'm probably going to have my shipyards here anyway, because we need the docklands, right? And I wanted to have the docklands in the main harbor area. So this is where we have the docklands, and this is where we have the shipyards then. Let's get the tracks over there. That's going to be expensive. Oh, yep. Expensive bridge with 48 tons it needs.
Your people are starting to get sick.
Getting down all the way there to my industrial zone. Into the harbor area. That's that. Right, but it is one solid train line. Let's build the refinery. Let's build the oil wells. 2 of them. It's all I can do for now. I can though increase the productivity, right, by 50% to squeeze in a bit more oil and get all of that to the harbor area where we are storing the oil then. Now that is that. Very good. Now we need still something else, and that is the steam shipyard, and this is really expensive. Like, that is such an expensive building with 75 windows, 75 reinforced concrete. Going to take us a while before we can really finish this one. Let's have a connection with the main area, and it should be, what we might actually take into account here is the electricity. Electricity goes all the way to this area, right? There's the power plant. Let's just see if we have a fully working paved road and we have the electricity over there. Yes, it's reaching the steam shipyard. That's perfect. So that's what we can have. Having the power plant here is also boosting the whole economy over there and still getting the steam shipyard on that side. Working fine. The only problem that I have here perhaps is defenses. Getting 3 guns or cannons is vital in this area, because otherwise they're going to be taken down all the time, and we might just have them a bit further outside, as far away from that as possible, and perhaps there, 2 of them. We can, I think we can build quite a few of them right away. Ah, really, only 1, okay. Then we lack the weapons already. So I need to wait for the weapons there. I mean, it's pretty close there to the other defense, and my ships, of course, are not too far away. I might keep my ships here for the moment. Ah, look at that. The first train is already on the move with the first batches of oil. Some 16 of that at least. Now, while we wait for our industry to push up with the building materials so that we have enough to finally build the steam shipyard, by the way, 90,000 credits construction cost is quite hefty. So that's a fourth of our money that we have. It's just for one shipyard, so I really don't want to lose this one, right? So building another cannon towers in this area is going to be very important, because we certainly don't want to rebuild that. What I can do in the meantime is I've built another hospital there now for the plague area that we have over there. I need to upgrade. We have, well, actually not that many farmers. I still would like to upgrade more farmers. Plus we have the timber. Let's finish this district there. That is pretty close to my schnapps production. So over there, it's close enough to the marketplace there. So we can finish that one here, and probably another block of houses in this area. So these are the people that work on the fields, and they can thus be right next to the fields. That's that. I haven't checked yet what we need for the, first of all, the docklands. We would be able to do that now. I haven't checked what we need for the commute pier. 50 tons of steel beams. Now, we don't have a lot of them, unfortunately. We might need to increase the production for that as well. Steel we should have plenty of. Yes, let's build another one of the steel works just opposite of it. There we have that. And perhaps boosting that. We have some happy workers right now. Nah, that's not worth it. That's too much we would sacrifice for that. Rather build just one more. And let's finish those houses there. Right next to that. I've reserved some space there. We'll figure out what I could squeeze in there. Yep, a school perhaps, most likely. And then we have still some houses here right next to the mountain area. And finish those guys there as well. That's more farmers coming in. Of course, rebuilding this whole district gives me more farmers as well. And let's just do this one here. I'm not intending to build any more industry on this island. past this area, right? So this whole area can of course stay industrialized, but this area there should be workers, farmers, stuff like that. After all, this is the main city, and the main city should have some people living in it. And with some, I mean a lot of them. That we can do. We can rebuild quite a lot of them now too again. Perfect. So that's increasing the workforce. And let's continue with upgrading. First of all, we have the fire, but fire station. I can hear the firefighters. I can't see the building.
Thicker than the usual.
Some workers are going down. Where's the firefighters? Don't we have a firefighter there? That would be quite strange. I can hear them though. So yes, and someone is fighting the fire, but I don't see the building for it. No idea. Up there it is. It's probably those guys working. Yep. And over here we can still get some firefighters, like, let's say, in this corner there. For the fires that we have there. We haven't had a fire in quite some time now. I thought they would be gone. Let's upgrade more farmers. We can still do that here. Those guys here don't want really. Why? Marketplace vicinity. We might have a marketplace now and just get rid of it later, or we just get rid of the farmers there. Let's do that. Let's get rid of the farmers. This is the harbor area after all. So I might not want to have too many buildings there anyway. Righto. There's more we can upgrade. This is fine. There we can upgrade. 150 farmers we still have left. This whole block there. And that's probably it. Yes, that's it. And then we can... Oh, upgrading the workers though costs the steel beams. I want to wait for the steel beams. Since we upgrade a few here, I guess the sausages, the soap, yep, but that's really fine. Right, because we have still lots of room for that. First of all, the rendering works and the soap factory. Let's get some more of them. I need more rendering works though. A whole new block might be the best idea. So something here. So that we can build a few more soap factories then as well. That's 1 minute and that's 30 seconds. So we need 2 of them for 1 soap factory. Let's build those 2 for another one. There we still have a bit of room. I think we are lacking, you know, we have the fire station, but a police station we should squeeze in there for the riots that happen from time to time. Fine, and then we have the slaughterhouses still. I think slaughterhouse-wise we are pretty full. Let's build another block of slaughterhouses just over there. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Get them back there again. It's not a real danger. Once again, they're sailing right towards the rocks. What is going on with you, Miss Hunt? Oh, I'm lacking the influence. For the first time again in a long time, we're lacking a bit of influence to build more defense. And for a refinery with only 2 oil springs, there's surprisingly a huge amount of trains on the tracks that want to get there. But we get a bit of oil now coming in, so we can use that soon then. Okay, off she goes again. I wanted to get a few more slaughterhouses up. That's those guys there. And for the bakery, I think... Have we already done that? Yes, 50%. How much grain production do we have anyway? Oh, okay, we're at the limit.
The epidemic
okay, I guess we'll need more grain though. I will need another island with grain fertility. And it's not going to be Grimmen, because in Grimmen we really need to use the space for buildings. I will need to conquer something, and this is looking good. Yep. This is looking good for it. We only lack the influence, so I need to think about a way of getting more influence. That's probably with upgrading more houses, because that gives me the next level up and thus the next influence. Bonus. And we can do that. And I should. Let's upgrade another block of engineers. This is boosting us towards level 43. And since we built quite a lot of slaughterhouses, I think we need more piggies then. And that's in drink water. Up there, I can just finish a few more. Those guys, and probably another full block of piggies right next to this warehouse there.
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
Very nice. Also, the epidemic is over, so let's rebuild those houses. And Grimmen is looking as good as ever. Not a funeral capital anymore, but a dreary capital. So everything is fine in Grimmen for now, except for the fire, but that's going away again. And then I'm just waiting for building materials, and then we can continue with my next shipyard and the next production change. Stay tuned.